What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys more about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, the potential new Pokemon games for Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. So in my last video that I made a while back, we got a big rumor about Pokemon Switch that the games were supposedly going to be called Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and that they're actually going to be taking place in the Kanto region, and they're based off of Pokemon Yellow. And there was a lot of stuff that lined up from this, and that's why a lot of people are thinking that it's most likely real. It was covered by Cerebi, it was covered by a lot of other big Pokemon websites, and it just made a lot of sense as well. Like all the insiders that we supposedly have for Pokemon Switch news as well, like even Pixelpar with all the hints that he's been giving through his tweets, we saw that he had been pretty much talking about this and hinting at it for a while now, and we were able to see that from his drawings of a Pikachu and an Eevee. So there's just a lot of stuff that lines up into thinking that this is most likely going to be real. Now from the time that I uploaded that video, there have been so many things that have been coming out that pretty much are confirming that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee are definitely going to be the real deal for Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. Now some of you may already know about this, but I'm going to quickly just recap all the things here because it pretty much just adds more and more credibility to the fact that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are most likely going to be the games for Pokemon Switch. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is literally the day that we got the rumor for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the very next day we actually had website domains that were filed as well for like PokemonLet'sGo.com, PokemonLet'sGoPikachu.com, and PokemonLet'sGoEevee.com. Now you might be thinking, well, this is probably just some random person who's going to try to add fuel to the fire by claiming these websites, so it makes it look more believable and it looks like the rumor is actually true. But the really interesting thing about this is that the domain names that were filed for like PokemonLet'sGo.com, Let'sGoPikachu.com, and Let'sGoEevee.com were actually filed by the exact same company that Nintendo used to file for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So this just added a lot more credibility to the rumor, and even Cerebi reported on it again with talking about how the website domains were claimed by a company that's been known to claim for Nintendo. But the really weird thing is that these website domain names and who they were claimed by were actually taken away from the internet just a few days ago. So basically it just doesn't tell you anymore who owns the website domains, like it doesn't tell you anymore what company it was and how it was the same exact company for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and that's why a lot of people are thinking like maybe this means that the reveal is happening real soon. Now I want to give a quick shout out to PokeExperto on Twitter for putting this together, and this person actually put together a really cool document that shows you exactly what might have happened for these website domain names, and basically what they came to conclude is that most likely Nintendo filed a copyright complaint about using these website domain names, as they've done it before as well. So basically, because of how Nintendo owns these intellectual property names like Pikachu and Eevee, they're able to copyright claim them, and if they need them for their official websites and some other company has them, Nintendo is able to complain to them. And I'll actually put an image on your screen right now, and you can see all the complaints that Nintendo has done for certain websites. And you can see with like Pokemon Sun and Moon, they actually did a complaint for PokemonSunMoon.com, PokemonMoonSun.com. So there's a lot of different complaints that they've done. They've done like PokemonTradingCard.com, PokemonStore.com, basically a lot of stuff that has the name Pokemon in it. Because of how it's trademarked, Nintendo can file a complaint, and they pretty much have to end up just giving the website to Nintendo because of how they own it. So that's all the stuff that happened with the Pokemon websites, but we actually have a lot more potential hints as well that could lead us to thinking that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are most likely real. Now the first thing that we have here is actually something pretty interesting, and if you guys remember Pokemon Day, which happened in like February of this year, there was actually some interviews that they had with a lot of the big developers at Game Freak, and obviously we didn't know anything about Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee at that time, but they actually interviewed Mr. Masuda, and if you take a look at this image right here from the interview, you can see that Mr. Masuda was holding a Pikachu and an Eevee in his hands. We all know how much Mr. Masuda loves to tease with us and like give us little hints about the upcoming games, and I'm pretty confident that this was a hint to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, because he obviously knew about the games at that time, and I feel like that was just one of his hints that we find out about after the games are officially revealed. Now, if that's not convincing enough, if we take a look at the official Pokemon corporate website and we scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see that there's a Pikachu and an Eevee just chilling there. So I think that that's just even more hint that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are happening, because just take a look at all these hints that we're even getting from like Pokemon themselves, like with Mr. Masuda from the official Pokemon websites. Like I feel like this is most likely going to be the real deal. Now, if you guys want my opinion, I feel like Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee are 90% real and 10% fake. I mean, there's just so much evidence here that leads me to thinking that this is most likely going to be real. I mean, we've seen potential teases from Mr. Masuda himself on Twitter, we've seen Eevee and Pikachu on the Pokemon corporate website, we've seen domain names we've registered. There's just so much stuff that lines up, so that's why I feel like this is a really high chance of happening. Now, as for the reveal for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, it looks like that the games are actually going to be revealed this week, according to industry industry insider Emily Rogers. Now, I did talk about Emily Rogers in my last video, but if you don't know who I'm talking about, Emily Rogers is basically a really credible person who definitely does have some inside information. She has been incorrect in the past a few times, but she's also predicted a lot of stuff correctly as well. She knew about the Nintendo Switch way before it was officially announced. She knew a lot of stuff about it back when it was still the NX. She got the reveal time for the Nintendo Switch perfectly, and she also did say that Super Smash Bros. Was going to be coming on the Nintendo Switch this year, a few months before it was officially announced. So she definitely does have some inside sources, and she did say that she expects Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch to be revealed sometime in May. Now the thing about this is that May is going to be over at the end of this week. I mean, just a few days we're going to be in June. So a lot of people have been asking Emily Rogers, like, are you still confident that Pokemon Switch is going to be revealed this month? Do you think it might have gotten pushed back? Do you still feel like the announcement is coming this month? So recently she just updated her post saying that she's still pretty confident that the game is going to be revealed this month, and as far as she knows, nothing has changed. So this is really interesting because I think it shows that she's still really confident that the announcement is coming this month, and I feel like if she was just giving us random information, then she would try to protect herself and say, like, maybe the information isn't coming this month, maybe it might have gotten pushed back till June or something like that. But the fact that she's still so confident in Pokemon Switch being revealed this month leads me to thinking that it's probably going to happen, and she definitely has some credible sources that are giving her this information. Now, another insider that we know who has information about Pokemon Switch is definitely Pixelpar. We've seen the evidence that Pixelpar definitely has inside information about the Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch, and even Pixelpar put up a tweet just a few hours ago saying that he's heard that the week is most likely going to be this week, implying that the reveal for Pokemon Switch is going to be sometime this week. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait a few days and see if Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee finally get shown in a Pokemon Direct. I think it would be awesome if they finally did get revealed though. It would definitely end all the speculation that people have for what Pokemon Switch is gonna be, where it's gonna be taking place, what it's gonna look like. So I would love to see what the game actually looks like and what Game Freak has been working on. Now, another potential hint that we have for Pokemon Switch being announced real soon is actually from the official Nintendo UK website. Now, someone sent this to me on Twitter, but if we take a look at the official Nintendo UK website, you can see that there's a section here for Pokemon, and if we click on that, it actually opens up another section where you can register how interested you are for the Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch. So it asks you for your email so that they can send you an email when they have information about Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. And I feel like that this might mean that a reveal for Pokemon Switch could be happening real soon, because if the game wasn't coming out for a while, then why would they have you like put in your email so that they can send you information if the information wasn't even going to be coming out for a long time? But also another really interesting thing is that the way that the website is organized, it actually puts Pokemon Switch above Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. And we already know that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon are the most recent Pokemon games that are out right now, so it would only make sense if Pokemon Switch was coming out real soon to have that be above Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff here, and I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens this week. And finally, before I wrap up this video, I want to talk to you guys about a more serious topic, and I feel like it is important to talk to you guys about this just in case it ends up being the case, and I feel like if I didn't mention this to you guys before it happened, I wouldn't have done a good job as a YouTuber. So clearly, we're all excited about Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. We can't wait to see the games, but all the stuff that we are going off of right now and all the stuff that we're going into this week is still a rumor at this point. We don't have any concrete information. We don't have any like confirmed information at this point that a reveal for Pokemon Switch might be happening this week. So there is a slight chance, but I think it's probably going to happen this week, but there still is a slight chance that we might not get any type of information about Pokemon Switch this week at all. Like this whole month could just end and we might not get a Pokemon Direct, we might not get a tease or anything about Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I can't speak for everyone, but I am going to say this to all the people that are watching this video right now. If this does end up being the case, and if we go through this week and we have no information about Pokemon Switch at all, we have no Pokemon Direct or anything that comes out, please do not be a terrible person online about it. The thing is, right now, every single tweet from the official Pokemon company and every single tweet from Mr. Masuda is just full of replies of people saying, where's Pokemon Switch? Announce Pokemon Switch. Where's the Pokemon Direct? I need the games right now. They're coming in 2018, right? Like, where's the Pokemon Switch games? And that's just so sad to see, because I really want people to just be patient for these games. Obviously, if Game Freak was ready to show us the games, then I guarantee you that they would have been shown by now. They're just waiting to see it when it's the right time and when they have all the stuff that they need to be able to reveal these games to us. And I just hate how so many people are so impatient and just saying like, where's Pokemon Switch? Where's the Pokemon Direct? Like, I feel like they're definitely going to reveal it as soon as they feel like they have everything that they need. So right now, with people like Emily Rogers and Pixelpar saying how they feel like that the reveal for Pokemon Switch is going to be happening this week, I hope if it does end up being the case where we don't get any information about Pokemon Switch. We don't get a teaser or a direct or anything like that. If that does end up happening, I really hope that a lot of you guys that at least watch this video will not spam hateful comments to these people telling them that they were frauds and they just wanted attention, because no industry insider is ever going to be 100% accurate. That's just not how it works. Unless you're actually working at the company and leaking information at the same time, there's just not going to be people who know everything that's going to happen. And especially insiders who get their information from other sources, those sources could have gotten wrong information, and maybe from the time that they told the leaker about the information, stuff could have changed. There's a lot of things that could have happened. And I mean, there's been people like Emily Rogers who've been telling us information about the Nintendo Switch and the NX since a few years ago, and it would really be terrible if she had to stop leaking information or just stop providing any inside information just because of people who keep telling her that she's fake and all her information doesn't make any sense because she ends up being incorrect about this Pokemon Switch reveal. So yeah, it's just really upsetting to see this happen, and especially with the replies to Mr. Masuda. Like every time Mr. Masuda puts up a tweet, pretty much every single reply is just, where's Pokemon Switch, where's the Pokemon Direct, when are you going to announce Pokemon Switch, show us Pokemon Switch information. And it's just really upsetting because I feel like Mr. Masuda already has so much stress in his life. I mean, game development already comes with a ton of stress, but then he's got to make sure that this game meets the fan expectations, and you guys already know how many like insane expectations that the fans have, and I already know that Pokemon Switch isn't going to meet those expectations, but he's still got to make sure that a lot of fans are going to like the games. I'm sure there's a lot of stress from Nintendo who are like pressuring Game Freak to making sure that the game comes out by a certain time because they want to get their Switches selling off the shelves, so they've got that pressure. And I'm sure that even like Mr. Masuda just has pressure from his personal life, so there's probably so much stress on him, and the last thing that he wants is the stress that comes from his Twitter replies as well, with people just demanding Pokemon Switch information. So it just really upsets me to see all this stuff that's happening right now, and I hope that nothing like that happens to Emily Rogers and a lot of other people as well, just in case we don't get any information this week. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and the announcement that could be happening for Pokemon Switch later this week. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know how you feel about all this. Do you think that the announcement could be happening this week? How do you feel about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee? I feel like they're pretty much real at this point, but let me know how you guys feel about that down below. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad, and go follow me on Twitter at Aero. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.